Today officially marks 1 month since our daughter passed away. We've experienced a lot of grief in this time, obviously, but there's also been a sense of peace. And today I want to share a little bit of that peace with you. The video you're about to see is one that a friend of ours recorded for us from Marsaili's Celebration of Life service. I pray that it brings some of you a little bit of peace and joy today.
Good afternoon. My name is Josh Ramos, and I've had the honor and privilege of being Marsaili's dad these last 2 years. Before I get too emotional, I want to take a moment to say thank you to our friends that are in this room and around the world. You have shown us unending love and support. To the doctors, nurses, surgeons, and therapists, who many of you we've come to know very well, you provided the very best care for our daughter and gave her the best life that she could have while she was here. Thank you. To our family, for the outpouring of love and support that you have shown us every step along the way. Thank you. Words cannot begin to express the gratitude that Hillary and I have for every person in this room throughout arguably the hardest 2 years of our lives to date. Everyone in here has stood with us, prayed with us, served us, and heard us. I love all of you. Thank you. To my son, Liam, you were a great brother, and Marsaili loved you so much. She loved when you called her sweet baby sister and tiny little smush. You were amazing to her every moment, and I'm so proud of you. Last, but certainly not least, to my wife, Hillary, you are the best partner, wife, friend, and mother that Marsaili could have ever asked for. Yeah. Because of you, her life was infinitely better. One of her favorite pastimes was waking you up at 2 o'clock in the morning for snuggles and getting you snuggle stuck pretty much every hour of every single day. Our girl loved you, and I'm so proud of you. I have been given 2 instructions today. The first, my wife said that I am not allowed to sing "You Are My Sunshine" while I'm up here with you. And the second is not to go too far off script, because I like to talk and we might all be here for a little while. I'm going to read a letter from Hillary to Marsaili. Oh my girl, my warrior, I have sat for days trying my darndest to come up with the perfect words to write to you today. Those who know your mama know that I rarely struggle with finding something to say. But on this occasion, I fear that anything I say won't quite do you and your magnificent spirit justice. Nevertheless, with the grace and strength of Jesus, I'll do my best, because baby girl, you deserve it. Never did I imagine that I would have been so blessed to be your mother. From the very beginning, you kept me on my toes, proving even from the womb that you had a unique purpose, a unique spirit, a unique story. When we first learned that your life would come with many challenges, your dad and I grieved greatly. No parent ever expects or desires to hear that their child will experience tremendous challenges or that their lifespan may be limited. However, you showed us very quickly that the measure of a person's life is not in the number of days, months, or years they have here. You showed us that challenging didn't have to mean lacking in joy or love. Yes, your time here with us was far shorter than we would have ever hoped for you, but the way in which you lived was living proof of the magnificent ways in which God uses even the most challenging circumstances for His glory. In your 2 years here, you lived more, loved more, fought through more, and showed more joy than many people will experience in 100 years. You humbled us. You brought us to our knees in prayer time and time again, showing us that God truly sustains us. You made us appreciate so many things that we so often take for granted. We vividly remember your first smiles, your first coos, your first time intentionally playing, the first time your brother held you, your first playful little kicks, the first time we were able to put pigtails in your hair. Every single milestone, no matter how small, was celebrated. You taught us that even the smallest bit of joy in a pit of grief can be the light that inspires gratitude and change. That lesson wasn't just something you taught those closest to you. It's something people all over the world were able to see. You have touched the lives of millions in a world so broken. So much of the time, your joy and tenacity showed people across the globe that your disabilities were a part of you, but they did not define you. I can't begin to tell you what an honor it has been being your mother, what an honor it has been to fight for you, to love you, and to witness the magnificent purpose God planned for you. I will miss you every single day for the rest of my life. I will miss snuggling you, singing to you, playing with you, and yes, even our 2 to 4 a.m. chats, which were mostly you demanding in your own way that I pull you out of the crib to hold you for a while. I will miss all of it, but I am so incredibly grateful that you are healed, that you are whole, and that you are witnessing a more glorious, beautiful scene than any of us could imagine. You are with Jesus, and my heart rejoices in that truth, as well as the truth that you'll be there with him to greet me, your dad, and your brother in our own time. Until that day, I pray that you rest peacefully in the presence of your Creator, the one who stitched you together perfectly and knew you by name from the very beginning of time. I am so proud of you, and I am forever grateful to be your mother. I will love you forever. Love, Mommy. From day one, Marsaili was destined to go through challenges that many of us will likely never face. Every single day, she fought for her life, and every single day, she amazed us with her strength and tenacity. You know, there really aren't any words that can fully capture how amazing Marsaili was and will continue to be for me. I will try my best to summarize Marsaili's impact in 3 points. Number 1, the world is very fast to tell you the things you can and cannot do. Every day that Marsaili was alive was an act of joyous defiance against the labels that were placed on her, even inside the womb. Marsaili taught me that no matter what cards you are dealt, how you show up is what matters the most. Marsaili showed up with grace, strength, and bravery through countless hospital stays and multiple intubations. Her strong-willed spirit will always amaze me, and we couldn't have picked a better name for her, because the name Marsaili literally means warrior. Number 2, there's a verse that I've come to greatly appreciate. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist in its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. In summary, love is selfless. Marsaili taught me the depths of the meaning of selflessness, to put one's needs and desires second to that of another person. This is something we had to visit every single day with our beautiful girl, and it's something I'd willingly do all over again without any second thoughts, just to hold her again. Point number 3, there is joy on the other side. On the other side of every sleepless night, on the other side of every single hospital stay, on the other side of every seizure, Marsaili would fill the room with sweet coos and beautiful smiles that let us know that she felt safe and she felt loved every minute along the way. And even now, on the other side of death, there is joy in the freedom that you experience in heaven. Marsaili, in your final moments, your nurse walked in the room, and despite all the mental and emotional exhaustion, we had a brief moment to laugh as we reflected on you. It was in this moment, while Mom and Dad laughed, that you chose to take your final breath. Our laughter was the last thing she heard. And in your own way, you wanted to make sure that Mom and Dad were okay before you left us. We spent the last 2 years thinking that we were taking care of you, but really, you were taking care of us. I'm beyond grateful for the time that I had with you. Thank you for letting me be your dad. Thank you for everything you taught me. I am an infinitely better person because of you. I know that you are healed and whole, and I know that you're dancing in heaven, free from all of the challenges you faced here. I love you. I will miss you forever. Save a dance for me when I meet you again. Thank you.